Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. I just wanted to get ready while I'm going to get ready to go pick up my daughter, and I thought that I would share the look I created today. This is kind of a Barbie summer fun, let's do it while we still can aged makeup. So if you want to hang out with me while I create this look, I'm happy to have you. Let's do this. First, I'm going to go in with the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I am in color 030, which is called Sand Beige. And I'm going to, actually no, change my mind. First, I'm going to go in with the Insta2Go Blur Stick by Catrice, just as a primer and pore filler. It's pretty good as a filler, and it fills the pores a little bit, and it just helps, I guess, blur some of the shine off the skin. But I do find that it has a somewhat greasy texture to it, so I'm not absolutely crazy about it, but it does leave a nice foundation for the foundation. So I'm going to shake that up really good. This is an eyedropper style. Go ahead and put that on the back of my hand. I'm going to use 2 full drops for that. I'm going to go in with my Damp Beauty Blender by Echo Tools, my absolute favorite, and I'm going to apply my foundation. This foundation has a beautiful finish. There's really something that I wanted to mention based on a previous review I did on this foundation. It behaved really nicely, as you can tell, and if you haven't watched that video, I will put a card to it up here so that you can click on that and look at that video later. And if you want to see other videos that I have created, you are more than welcome, and I encourage you to subscribe to my channel so that you can become a cosmeticorn and be part of the team. So I'm going to go in with 2 more drops. Ooh, that was a very generous one, so hang on a second, I'm going to put 1 more for now. So as I was saying, the 010, which was, I believe it's called Light Beige, in this brand. I had originally purchased the 2 colors because when I bought them, they were so economically priced. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get the 2, and if one of them is too light or what have you, I'll just go with the other, which is what I ended up doing. So I gave my daughter the 010. There was only one problem with the 010, the light beige, and I don't know if this is across the board or if it was just on me, but that one did not sit well on my skin at all. In fact, I have a video clip of how it looked on me after the fact that I will put in right now. Hey guys, so I wanted to do another check-in for day 2 because I wanted to share something else. I am really itchy and I'm getting bumps everywhere from this latest application. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'm getting these bumps. Like, I'm super itchy right here, like super itchy, like in all these little bumps all over my skin, over my forehead. In here I've got a whole bunch of bumps that have just popped up. I've got a couple of little bumps happening down here, and my skin feels like someone literally stuck tubes in it and just like sucked it dry, you know, like just it feels weird. This whatever they did to change the pigment from one shade to the next has done something to the formula. This one's not good. Not for me anyway. Yeah. This is the lighter one, the lighter shade. I'm exhausted, but I mean, and I really wanted to check in and let you guys know this because I'm concerned about this lightest shade. I mean, it's really making me itch and stuff, and I normally don't get that whatsoever. Sorry, I'm looking at myself instead of looking at you guys, but I apologize. Yeah, it's like, look at that. I mean, it enhances every single line and wrinkle, so it makes me look so much older. It's not attractive. Not at all. Yeah, I don't don't know what the heck. I don't like this one, not this number. So like I said, I'm going to go back to the 030, the sand beige, and do that for the rest of the review, because I don't think it's fair to use one that I already know is a complete bust for me. So Catrice, I don't know. This number, whatever you put in the pigment for that one, or whatever kind of clay or whatever you guys used for this one, something's off. Because it's, I mean, I never break out from foundations. Never, never, never. And I mean, I'm literally getting, hopefully my skin's not going to be too roughed up, but I'm literally getting bumps and stuff from it. The one last night felt amazing. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, wanted to just do that last check-in with you, so I'm just doing it quickly on my phone this time. So I'm not making you guys all seasick with my stupid camera. So I'm figuring out how to stabilize it while I'm talking to you. So now that you know what result I got with that particular shade, hopefully that hasn't deterred you from looking into the Catrice brand, because it obviously is a good brand. I'm very happy with this color. For some reason, this color has been absolutely fantastic for me. It hasn't caused any issues whatsoever. So I don't know, and not only that, but this color, this shade, behaves completely different on my skin than the other one did. How to explain that, I don't know. I don't know if it's related to the fact that it's a lighter color and it has maybe different clays, pigments, or powders in it. I don't know everything about how foundations are formulated, so I can't answer to that. But I can say I was not enjoying it at all. In fact, my skin was absolutely miserable after I had applied it, and I had broken out. I had several little dots popping out everywhere, and I felt itchy, and my skin felt like completely dehydrated. It was so strange. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Catrice, I don't know. If you hear this, or if you get wind of this, you know, is it something about that formulation that's different? You might want to look into that, because I really think that there could be an improvement to that one. My daughter, however, has tried it and she hasn't had any problems. She did say that she found it very drying, but she didn't have any problems. So I have very sensitive skin though, so it's hard to say. So now I'm going to go in with my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. And we're going to go in with my little Echo Tools Beauty Blender, the smaller beauty sponge. I gotta stop calling it a beauty blender because it's now a brand name. So how have you guys been? I've been doing okay. I'm struggling a little bit still. Won't go into the why. Maybe someday I'll get real on this channel, but for now, let's just stick to doing makeup. I'm better at that than I am at other things. And my bags are pretty pronounced today, so that's not the makeup, that's me. Yeah, and I'm going to, even though it's not the greatest eyeshadow primer, because I don't find it helps with the adhesion of the shadow very well, but it does still provide a good base for your shadow. It does add a little grip onto the eyelid. So it looks like Jaclyn Hill is back. And I tell you, you know, it's really painful to sit there and watch some of the comments that are being made on their video. It's like, wow. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now. I really feel for her. I really genuinely do. So I'm going to just take a minute and let that settle into my skin. I like to give it a good 3-4 minutes to just really seep into my pores and just take a little look here and see and make sure that everything's good. So far looks okay. And because I have deep wrinkles here, and in my forehead, those are massive. I like to just go over them again while it's drying to just make sure that those lines are filled. It also helps dissipate the product a little bit, you know. So the blur primer, it does work. It does fill the pores, and I do find that it gives a nice, you know, it's nice. It is a good pore filler. I'm just not one to really use primers a lot, so for me it's hit and miss with primers. I'm not really big on primers. And today I'm going to be using my 3rd edition 120 color eyeshadow palette by BH Cosmetics. Love this palette, absolutely love it. Very bright colors. So I'm going to go in with a Barbie look today. I did it the other day and I really thought it was cute. So I'm going to go in with this really light pink, or medium pink. And I'm just going to lay that down as my transition shade. So this is going to be a pretty bright look. And I just realized that I forgot to put my good audio on today. Dang it, I keep doing that. Ooh, so annoying. It keeps creasing under my eyes, so I'm really just going back in and removing the creasing. And it does help. It can take a couple of swipes before it'll finally stop, but it does eventually stop. Now I'm going to go in with the darker purpley pink, which is just below it. They come in a series of 3 here. Well, all of the purples are in one row. I'm going to just grab a little bit of that. And I'm using my Still Spa Essentials Shadow Blender, it's called. And that I'm going to just pop into the very outset of my crease, just to create some depth. And now, I know this is weird to a lot of people, but this is how I do it. I'm going to go in, I'm going to sharpen my liner here. I'm using the Maybelline Lasting Drama Liner in black. And then I'm going to go in and just tight line my eye. Now I've got that on all messy, I'm going to go in with my flat blender and I'm just going to buff out. And I do this just to not only, you know, blur out those imperfections that I created, but also to just mute that line out. And the reason I just lay down this black liner like that is because just to, you know, to not give that appearance of having these really pale eyelids framed by these darker, richer colors, because it looks so different. Now I'm going to go back in with that medium purple pink, and I'm going to just pop that down and buff that into the lower lash line over and above that eyeliner I just put down. Okay, got that done. Now, going to use a flat brush. This is by e.l.f., I believe. Yeah, an eyeshadow brush. This is a good packer type thing. And then I'm going to go in with this blue. It's like a tealy kind of blue color. It's like a midway point between green and blue. And I am going to pack that onto the lid. Now I'm going to bring it up slightly. I am going to blend that out eventually, but for now I'm just packing it on as much as I can. And this does have a metallic sheen to it, so if you have a super crepey eye, or if you have a lot of laxity in the skin, you may not want to go with this color. My eyelids are creping, but they still have enough resilience that I can pull it off without looking too silly. I don't expect that'll last forever, so I'm doing the best I can to try to wear these looks while I can, you know. Grab that and just put a little bit of the blue in the very center of the bottom eyelid. Now I'm going to go in with the darker purple. It does have a metallic sheen to it, but it doesn't come off that way on the eye very much. It's this one here. I'm going to go in with that, and I'm going to just deepen around the edges here, and I'm also going to use this, oh god, I got a big fallout, excuse me. Fallout City! Oh yeah, major fallout. Sorry guys, that's my mess. I should have tapped it. Make sure to tap your brush. As you can see, it can be a bloody mess if you don't. So I'm going to just use that to blend out the entire shebang and just feather that around and blend. So I'm going to use that to kind of blend that blue in here in the inner corner. This is my version of a cut crease because honestly I've tried the cut creases, and because my eyelids are creping, I don't find it looks as good. Like to get that really cut clean line that you can get with a cut crease, I can't really pull it off. Now I'm going to blend that all out with a clean brush. Just going to use this Real Techniques buffing brush here. And I'm just going to go in and blend that into the skin so I don't have this stark contrast of bare skin and pigment. I also kind of get rid of that when I do my highlighting for the brow bone, when I do my brows. Then I'm going to go in with this really, really light baby pink, super light, another metallic, very highlighted pink, and I'm going to pop that onto the very interior of the eye, the inner corner. And unfortunately, I made a heck of a mess with fallout. That is one thing I have to say for this concealer and foundation, that if you do experience fallout, and I don't bake, I don't dry powder, anything like that, because if I do, I'm going to end up looking so much older, and it just emphasizes my lines and wrinkles. This, with the damp beauty blender and just the residual product that's left on it, boom, gone. And I mean, it just re-blends out so beautifully. So Catrice has this wonderful, flexible kind of drying power. It is on, but it's still flexible to work with, and I really like that. So I would say it's got, you know, a fair setting time, and it's still very workable. I'm going to blend this part out a little bit more. I'm noticing that the pigment's a little off here, and just for fun, I'm going to put a little of that very lightest pink right on the highest point of my lid, right in the center, just the tiniest little spot, just to give it a little bit of light. There we go. Now I'm going to go in with my Man Eater by Tarte mascara. And now, because I don't care for the very pale eye, I am going to go in with my Sephora liquid eyeliner, and I am going to line the eye. So what I do is I start here at the very corner, flick a line up, start here at the corner, flick a line up, and then I grab my corner, grab this corner. Now, whether or not it's right, it should be. It isn't always. I find the less you fuss with it, the easier it is to get it on quickly. And again, I'm using liquid liner because I still can. There's going to come a point where I won't be able to anymore. Eventually my eyelids will, you know, they'll begin to crepe so much that I'll have this really zigzaggedy look to my lines. So, but for now I can still pull it off, so I'm pulling it off, you know. I like this Sephora liquid liner. I was previously using the NYC, you know, the NYC liner, and it was quite good. It's actually one of the better ones. I know there's a lot of really good eyeliners out there, but I haven't been able to afford to pick any up to try out, so for now I'm sticking with this. And then I just go in and perfect what I can. So that looks reasonably okay. I'm just going to put my false eyelashes. These are the Ardell 113s. Just going to comb out my brows very quickly. And again, I had to hurry because my daughter needs me. So I'm going to go in with my, if I can find it, where are you? There you are. my Annabelle. Turns out it is an eyeliner, by the way, guys. But hey, it's taupe and it's 124 taupe. It works for me. It's by Annabelle. And walnut liner. And you know what? It's a perfect match for my eyebrows. Okay, done. Get a little wipe and get rid of all this junk. And I'm so sorry about my hands and my arms being. Look how white I am, guys. Isn't that ridiculous? I'm so white. I'm over whited. Okay. My foundation is cooperating pretty nicely so far. Looking pretty good. The only thing is my forehead and my deep creases are still popping out, so I'm just going to blend that in again. Now I'm going to go in for my lippy, and for a lippy I am going to use my Wet n Wild gel lip liner called Perfect Pout. It's like a light pinky kind of color, very Barbie-ish. Let's see, can I get my lip right today? Do I ever get my lip right? Guys, seriously, I'm so sorry. And yes, I just lined my entire lip. I'm going to clean up the edge of that, my lip, because I did botch that. Going with a bit of my concealer again. And I'm just going to bleed it out a little bit. And I'm just going to clean this up. Because I botched my lips again. I'm going to contour with what's left of my Profusion. This color here, not sure what that color is. This is my Echo Beauty Australia brush. I really like this brush. Fantastic. I washed it a million times. It's still holding up. So strong and it's just really good. And this is a pretty, like, super colorful look. I mean, it's colorful, you know, but it's fun. And now I'm gonna go in with my blush, and for that I'm going to use Finding Frederick by Skinny Dip. Love this color. It's a really pretty pink. Gives me a really pretty glow. Put that on the cheek. And then for my highlight, I'm going to use the Becca highlighter, Vanilla Quartz. I'm just going to go in with that highlighter and just give it a little bit of light in here too, because it isn't quite as light as I wanted it to be. There we go. And now I am going to use my setting spray, and this is the Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray by Catrice. Excellent fixing spray, just wish it came in the gallon instead of a tiny little bottle. And we're going to melt everything together. And while that's drying, just going to have one last look to make sure that my deep wrinkles aren't looking too crazy. Go in under the eyes. Just do a temp. Make sure that that's set properly, and that looks pretty good. So there you have it. this is my look for today. Just going to try and blur that out a little bit so it's not quite so strong. So I hope you've enjoyed today's Get Ready With Me, and I hope you have an amazing day. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you can become part of my entourage. And I'd really like to have you on board. And as always, I send love, I send hugs, and I wish you an amazing day. Be beautiful. Bye for now.